Do Good morning, everyone. Today's session we are going to listen the fundamentals of GIS and spatial data types. Introduction to GIS, Geographical Information System. Last class you have well-known awareness about all the basic components of GIS and all the things. Now we are entering into the Geographical Information System. Is a computer-based system designed to capture, store, manipulate, analyze, display geographical reference data. GIS means geographical information system that integrates the spatial data means location based data with attributed data means descriptive information. We have to integrate with location data as well as descriptive of particular location of the information. We have to support to keep the decision making in agriculture for the computers. So to store the soil science, hydrological, urban planning and environmental data, various subjects will be stored under the location specific GIS tools. And the core function of GIS data input and collection, and the data storage and management, spatial analysis and modeling, map visualization and output were the core function of the GIS. The components of GIS is hardware, software, and the data, people, and methods. Hardware is nothing but computer, GPS devices, scanners, servers. Software is nothing but GIS platforms, that is ArcGIS or QGIS. Data nothing but spatial data or temporal data, means location specific data or time based variable data. And the non spatial spatial data and spatial data, we have two types of data. And the people is nothing but the users, and the analysts or decision makers are the people component of the GIS. And the methods of GIS is the rules and models, and the analytic procedures are the methods of GIS. The concept of spatial data is spatial data refers to the data that describes the location of the specific particular area or the shape of the geographical features of particular geography of the particular region of the earth surface. The each spatial feature has location, that nothing but location. Whenever we are selecting the particular location to identify um, the situation or whatever the conditions are there in the ground level, that should be spatial feature is nothing but location is the specific feature, that is a spatial component of the data that tells about the coordinates, which area we are, which coordinates are under the data is specified. The latitude, longitude, and our projected coordinates are being well clearly explained by the spatial feature of the location. And the geometry is nothing but point of the line, point or line or area is nothing but geometry. That is another type of spatial feature. And another thing is the attributes is nothing but what the location specific spatial data is there, what type of soil and what soil type it is, and the crop name and the yield and the pH levels, etc., are the attributes of the spatial features. The types of spatial features data in GIS is nothing but two factors: vector data and the vector data model and the raster data model. Vector data model refers to the, this is one of the geographic function using coordinates and geometric shapes. Types of vector features: point data means we have to represent discrete locations we have to identify and point a data, that is known as point data. Example: soil sampling point data, weather station data, and the whether the well location data are nothing but point data. Line data is nothing but it represents linear function, and the examples are rivers, streams, canals, roads, etc. Polygon data means it represent area or a region. Example: soil mapping unit is a polygon data, and the watershed is a polygon data, agriculture fields is a polygon data. That comes under raster data. And the next thing is characteristics of vector data. Vector data is nothing but high positional accuracy data, and the efficiency for boundary based mapping, suitable for the cadastral and soil maps. This is the characteristics of vector data. Raster data model is nothing but raster data model represents the geographical features as a grid or cells, nothing but pixels, where a cell as a each value is called raster data. Satellite image, aerial photographs, digital evaluation models, soil moisture maps are nothing but raster data. The characteristics of raster data is best for the continuous data, or best for the continuous data raster characteristic. Resolution depends upon cell size. Efficiency of spatial modeling analysis will be occurring raster data. The comparison between vector and raster data is nothing but the data structure points are line in vector, and the in raster data it is a polygons. The grid cells are high and in vector and low in raster data. Resolution is more in vector data and less in raster data. Data type is discrete in vector. Discrete means discontinuous, and the in raster data, the data type is continuous. The storage of vector data is compact, and the storage of raster data is large file size. The analysis is network bound in vector data. The analysis of raster data is boundary analysis. That means surface or overlay analysis. The last thing is attribute data in GIS. Attribute data provides descriptive information about spatial features and stored in the tables. Example, our agriculture fields is called polygon data. The soil polygon attribute table, nothing but soil type, carbon texture, and the pH, organic, like that. The data will be red soil, black soil, and the features of textures will be, and pH and the organic methods, like that we have to follow. The spatial reference systems is to correct locate spatial data. GIS including geographical coordinate system, GCS, geographical coordinate system. With spatial reference system we have to identify in the latitude and longitude. Correctly we have to specify the location of the spatial data in the GIS. Projected coordinate system, PCS means one of the project to identify the state grid systems. National wise, the states are present like Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. The state grid systems will be present in the GIS is called projected coordinated system. Correct spatial reference is essential for accurate overlay and boundary lay analysis. The importance of spatial data types in agricultural, agronomy, and soil sciences. Soil fertility mapping. The importance of spatial data is soil fertility mapping. We can identify land suitability analysis we easily possible, and the crop planning and zonal zoning of the region is easily takes place through spatial data types, and the precision agriculture will be possible through spatial data types, and the watershed and irrigation planning will be there after a month's hard work of spatial data types. Next key type, home points. As per as exam oriented, GIS 2 should be integrated with the spatial and attributed data. Spatial data has two main types: vector data and raster data. Vector data is ideal for discrete function, and raster data is identified for continuous features. The understanding of the spatial data types is fundamental for the GIS analysis. To understanding the spatial data type is one of the most fundamental or significant for GIS analysis. This is the today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe to agricultural tutorials. Jai Hind, Jai Telangana.